Hey, what's up? Welcome back to another video. My name is Arlin, and in this video I'm going to be helping you to get the type of people in your social life that you want.
So-called friends when I had some fun. 5 a.m. I can see the sun.
Cheers, love.
White bitch chilling on the table. Do she got horns or a halo? Yeah. Bite my lip, but it tastes so young. Pretty little eyes with the power to control me. Pretty white lies that I know I shouldn't trust. If I run away, I'ma run real slowly. I could take a break, but I won't give a look. So-called friends when I had some fun.
Okay, and this is a very fundamental step in making this happen because it's actually a fundamental step in making whatever reality you want to experience happen for you. So the key line that we need to remember when just really understanding this entire way of thinking is when you take the time to design your mindset designs your life in time. This is actually the slogan for my company Maxi, which is it's really a mental reprogramming tool, a change agent that takes people from one state to their desired state, their desired reality, and transforms them into the happiest, most productive versions of themselves. And that's the slogan of the company, is when you take the time to design your mindset designs your life in time. So what does this mean, and how can it be applied in a social context? Well, let me tell you a bit of a story. When I was, and I'm sure you may be able to relate to this as well, when I was a kid and I was in middle school, I would get on the bus, I'd wake up, eat my toast, eggs, whatever, get on the bus, I'd see the same kids on the bus every day, and I obviously didn't choose them, right, but they were there, and then I would get to class, I didn't choose my classmates, they were just there, and then I would go to recess, and then I'd go to sports, and then I would go home, do my homework to my mom and dad, and then I'd go to bed and do the same thing. I do this all the time. And of course, within my communities, right, throughout the day, I could really pick and choose who I wanted to spend more time with. But one thing that was actually out of my control was the people that I allowed into my mind, the people that I allowed into my brain. Now, of course, as a 6 or 7 year old, even up to 14, 15, I'm not really thinking about the freedom to create my reality. But this is just the analogy I want you to think about. When you don't choose who you interact with, when you don't have the capacity to make that choice in your life, you start re-manifesting those types of people in your life and those exact types of people in your life, those exact people. So let me translate that to how that makes sense now. In your life right now, you have a social media feed. You have Instagram, you have maybe Facebook. I don't really know too many people who use Facebook, but you have Snapchat, you have Twitter, right? Mostly Instagram, I think, is probably the most social popular app right now. You have YouTube, and on your Instagram, you'll find you're just following people maybe from high school, from college, maybe someone you just met out at a bar or a club, and you're just following them. And it's a lot like the school bus. It's a lot like your class when you're 6, 7 years old. You have unconsciously, this time, chosen to see people with your, mind and with your eyes, and you're sending these messages of these people into your brain. And then you are thinking about them kind of without your choice. And you might see them and be like, oh, there's that person, blah, blah, blah. And you unconsciously see them and then you scroll to the next picture, right? But really take into consideration what you're doing here. You have the full power to unfollow anybody that you don't really want to be thinking about or attracting into your social life. But B, you can mute people. I think muting people is really powerful. And so, for example, my Instagram is basically a vision board of people that I want to interact with or people that I want to be more like. So, I'll follow people that I look up to, people who build amazing businesses and who travel and stuff like that. And then I've muted pretty much everyone else that I don't want to be sending into my brain all the time. There's really close friends that I've muted, but I still will when I think of them on my own, I'll go and check them out. But I don't want my feed to be polluted with people that I don't want to be thinking about all the time. Now remember, when you take the time to design your mindset designs your life in time. So I fill my feed and my Instagram and even my YouTube subscription box with people that I want to see more of, and people that I want to be like, and people that, people I look up to. Okay? And so this is super key, because it's all mindset, right? I've made a lot of videos about like the tactical, practical things that you can do to attract certain types of people into your life. And, those videos are very important. But if you don't do this simple exercise of like really assessing what are you allowing into your brain is an input-output machine. And if you don't take the time to literally choose what you're putting into it, then it will just regurgitate, it will output potentially things that you don't actually want and that you don't actually value, and people that you don't really want to spend time with. I think it'd be a super interesting exercise for you watching to actually like write out the top 20 people that you spend time with. Write a 0 to 10 rating of how you feel when you're spending time with these people. And if there's anyone that's like really below a 9 when you're spending time with them, like, why are you really even in contact with them? So, and then I think it'd be another interesting experiment to like really look at like that comparison, in comparison to your feed. Like, are you just hanging out with people because you think about them on Instagram? Like, are you just texting people to hang out simply because they post a lot of Instagram pictures or Instagram stories? Think about it. It's the impressions that people have on your brain. You will go out and act on them. Your brain inputs information and outputs it. So that's it. That's the short message I wanted to share with you today. I hope that it affected you in some way positively. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Drop a comment of videos or topics you'd like me to discuss in the future, and it may influence my decisions on videos I make. And lastly, shoot me a message on Instagram with the word friends, and I will set you up with a social life assessment call with either me or one of my coaches. It'll be a free 30-minute call, and we will be going through your social life and basically showing you what you're doing wrong, how your strategy is for attracting your dream group of people, your network around you. And that's it. All right. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.